Welcome back everyone, another lovely sunny morning, and they've cut the grass, so it's a bonus. So if you're ready, was everybody okay? I know some of you, it's your first week back. Everybody was okay last week? Not too sore? I had a few pains in my arms. I don't think I was used to holding downward dogs. Anyway, this morning we're going to actually start in child pose. Grace, are you alright? Can you hear? Yeah. So starting in child pose. So just come down onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees a bit wide and creep the hands forward. So if you want to, if your back is a little bit stiff, just make fists under your forehead. So just take a few moments now in your child pose, supporting your head if your head doesn't come to the ground. Letting the hips sink back towards the heels. And beginning to tune into your breath. So notice the breath moving in and out of the belly against the thighs. So that's where you're going to feel the breath mainly this morning. So just start to breathe a little bit more deeply. And then try to bring the breath into the back and the back of the ribs. So just deepen your breath a little bit more, feel the breath moving around into the back. Now from here, just lift your head and we're going to slide forward onto our bellies. Bringing the hands in front, we're going to come into a nice low cobra, so nothing very strenuous. Spread the fingers, relax the shoulders, and again still connecting with your breath. Okay, we're going to push back up onto all fours. Making a little bit of movement here, so starting to move the body forward and back and forward and back and forward and back, stacking the shoulders over the hands and the hips over the knees. And now starting to move from side to side. So again, just let your hips move from side to side. Come back to center, and now making circles. So starting to move to the right, big as you can, gradually increasing the circles. And reverse it. And come back to center. Okay, take your right leg back, turn your right foot under, so press right back into that heel. Now lift your right leg just to hip level, press down into your right hand and see if you can lift your left hand. A little bit of balance here, trickier on the uneven ground. Bring your left hand down, keep your right leg up, bend the knee, and we'll just pulse up towards the sky. 2, 3, 4. Bring your right leg down. Now, place your right foot flat on the mat. So sort of turn it, sole of the foot right down. Move your left hand under your left shoulder and we'll lift the right arm up into a twist. Lovely. Enjoying that sunshine. Take the right hand down. Come onto the right knee. So back onto all fours. So I'll just turn around here. Take your left foot back. Turn the toes under, so stretch out the hamstrings for a moment, press into the toes. Lifting to hip level and try bringing the right hand forward. So it is a little bit trickier here because you're not on an even surface, but just give it a go. Concentrate. Bring the right hand down, bend the left knee and pulse for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring the left foot down, flatten the foot, turn it in, move that right hand under your shoulder and sweep the left hand up. left hand down, left knee down. Okay, from here we're going to curl the toes under and we're going to bring ourselves up into a downward facing dog. Just bending and straightening your knees now, or coming up and down off your toes. And now with bent knees, slowly walk the feet forward to behind the hands. Keep your feet nice and wide and just bend forward over bent knees, letting the head hang. You can give your head a little shake from side to side or nod it. Bring your hands to your hips, press into your feet, and we'll come to standing. Again, standing with the feet a little bit apart. We're going to place the hands on the belly. So just place your hands lightly on your belly. Close your eyes. Exhale through your nose and begin to breathe into your belly. And exhale. So as you exhale, feel the shoulders dropping, feel yourself relaxing, and inhale again. Feel the belly pushing forward into the hands, and exhale. So a few more deep breaths like this. Last exhale. Open the eyes. Sweep your arms up. Inhale. Reach up, draw your navel in, engage the legs. Press down through your toes. So really ground yourself. Now release your hands just to shoulder level. So open the chest a little bit, but draw the navel in and tilt the pelvis slightly forward. And now we're just going to rotate from the shoulders, rotating as much as you can. And come back with the palms facing down. Now, trying to keep your hips facing forward, we're just going to turn from the waist. So you all should have plenty of space. If you have your 2 meters, you have enough space to swing around and back to the front. So we'll soften the knees here as you bend your knees over to the left. Come back to the front. Bend the knees to the right. Back to the front and to the left. And one more time to the front and to the right. Back to the front and to the left. And slowly come back and bring those arms down. They're probably getting a little bit tired at this stage. So come back to the front of your mats. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Step back into downward facing dog. So just stretch out in your downward dog. If you need to bend the knees a little, do. Take your right leg back. Take your knee in. Bring your right foot forward and we'll drop onto the left knee. So we'll come into a low lunge. Take your time again just to let that right hip drop. And now we'll curl the back foot under and lift the back foot. Now I want you to step the back foot in a little bit. You can keep your front knee bent and just fold into a pyramid pose. If you're feeling very open in the hamstrings, you can begin to draw that right hip back and straighten the right knee. Now, bend your right knee deeply, walk your hands forward a little bit. Step the weight into your right foot and see if you can lift your left leg just to hip level. Dropping the head. Bend your right knee again, bring your left foot down. Step back into downward facing dog. Once again, adjust, maybe walk the feet in a little bit, bend and straighten. Okay, left leg back. Knee into chest, left foot forward, drop to your right knee. So come all the way down into that lunge, letting the hips open a little bit. Curl the back foot under, step it in a little bit. You can keep that bend on your left knee as you fold. Gradually, maybe straightening and drawing your left hip back. Bend the left knee, bring the hands forward, weight into the left foot, lift the right leg. So not too high, just hip level will do you fine. Bend the left knee, bring the right foot down, and from here we're just going to step the right foot up to the left, walk your feet apart, bend your knees, and sweep your arms all the way up and back down to Tadasana. Okay, we'll move through a couple of sun salutations now. So it is quite warm this morning. If anybody feels they want to move in under a tree, there's not a lot of shade, but there is a little bit of shade there. If you do get too hot, just make sure you have your sunblock on. So standing on your mat, you can bring your feet together. Spread the toes. Lift up through the kneecaps and the thigh muscles. Engage the bandhas, the mula bandha and uddiyana bandha. Inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale as you fold over, bend knees. Inhale, look out, half lift. Hands flat, we'll step to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg back. Knee into the chest. Right foot forward and see if you can flatten the left foot and turn the heel in as you bring your hands to your hips. Bring your hands to heart center. And now we'll open into cactus arms. So open the chest, roll those shoulders back and sink into your right thigh. Inhale, exhale, hands to the ground, stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes to downward dog. Left leg back. Knee to chest. Left foot forward. Turn the right heel in and come up. So square your hips. Drop that left thigh. Hands to heart center. And inhale, open to cactus arms. Really open the chest here. Look up if you're steady. Inhale, exhale, hands to the ground. Step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Or feel free to go into child pose. Exhale fully, inhale, look forward, step the right and the left foot up, flat back, look out, exhale to fold, inhale, sweep your arms out and up, and exhaling back into Tadasana. We might get a few more recruits. And inhale, take the palms out, reach up, exhale as you fold, hands to the ground. Inhale, look out, flat back. Hands flat, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Right leg back. Knee into chest. Right foot forward, turn the left in and come up. And this time we'll just sweep the arms up to warrior one. Inhale, exhale, hands to the ground. Stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward, swivel the right heel in. And come up. Sink that left thigh. Sweep your arms up, inhale. Inhale, exhale, fold. Stepping back to plank. Dropping, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra upward dog. Exhale to downward dog or child pose. So come back to your breath. Just slow it down, and it's quite warm this morning, so we're not going to do loads of sun salutations. So just take a moment now with your breath. Exhale fully. As you inhale, look forward, step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhaling back into Tadasana. So come back to the top of your mat and take a moment in Tadasana. Are we all okay still with the sound? Can you all hear me? Good. I know there's a lot going on around us, but that's life at the moment, isn't it? It's lovely to see everybody out enjoying the sunshine. So we're going to try a bit of balancing before you get too tired. So when you're ready, shift your weight over onto your right foot. You can step onto the grass if you think your mat is a little bit too unstable. Hug your left knee up. Take your right hand out. Now you could just stay here, or move your left foot to the calf or ankle, or possibly up into the thigh. Try taking both arms out. So you might like to just stay here this morning, or maybe we'll just keep the arms wide if you do bring them up, and keep the elbows bent. And find a spot to focus on. And slowly release the hands. Release the left leg. Have a little stretch. So I'm just going to find, if you want to try and find a flatter spot, because it is much more challenging. Weight into the left foot. Hug the right knee up. Take the left hand out. So get your balance for a moment. And then if you want to move on, place the foot to the calf or ankle, or all the way up. Both hands out. So this is where you need to find your focus, and maybe focus on the navel area, just behind the navel, drawing it in. And slowly release, and release, and have a little shake. So back to our mats once again. So we're going to step wide, so I think I'm going to just come over here. Now, can you all still hear me? Can Marguerite, Liz? Yeah. So stepping wide, turning right foot out and left foot in. Bend the right knee for warrior two. Inhale the arms up. Looking along your right arm now, but dropping those shoulders and reaching into your fingertips. So we'll straighten up on the right knee, and you're going to extend over the right leg now as you drop down for Trikonasana. Right hand to wherever is appropriate for you. Left hand up and just open through the chest and the shoulder. So again, the neck position depends on how it's feeling, looking up or down or straight ahead. Just a nice little breeze there now to cool us down a little bit. Bring your left hand onto your hip. Now bend your right knee again and bring your right elbow to the inside of the thigh. Open through the chest and then stretch up again through that left arm. Pressing onto the outer edge of your left foot now to steady yourself. Left hand on the hip, right hand on the thigh, slowly come up and turn the feet forward. So we're ready to go to the left foot out, right foot in, bend into your left knee. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and look along the left arm. So really activate those arms, Try and straighten your right leg if you can. So try not to have the right leg, or not let it get sort of lazy. You're just, it's anchoring you there so that you're not going too far. Relax the shoulders a little more and open the chest. So just draw the shoulders back a little more and engage the core. Straightening up on that left knee. Extend over, so extend and lengthen. Left hand down, right hand up. And again, we want to open the chest. Take your head to what is the best position for your neck. So looking up might put a strain on your neck, so then you need to look ahead or down. Place your right hand on your hip. Bend your left knee again. Left elbow to the inside of the thigh. And then we'll reach up through the right arm. And again, pressing into the outer edge of your right foot now. Right hand on hip, left hand on thigh. Slowly coming up. Walk your feet back in, and you can come back to the top of your mat. Okay, so we're going to keep it pretty easy today because it is quite warm. So we're going to come back to the top of the mat. We're going to inhale the arms up again, and we're going to exhale to fold. Stepping back once again into a downward facing dog. And just walking your legs out. And now I'd like you to just drop onto your knees. So just down onto the knees. And I'll come around here again. I'm going to come over here again because I want you to face me this direction. So come up onto kneeling, upright kneeling. For gate pose. So turn around this way if you can, so you have the length of your mat. And you're going to stretch your right leg out, pressing or bringing it parallel with your mat, dropping down to the left side. So you can come onto your fingertips, or if you have a cushion or something you need, you can press into that. Then reach up through the right arm, maybe reaching all the way over your head for gate pose. Feeling a nice stretch all the way up the right side of your body. Extend into the fingertips. Right hand on the hip. So we keep the right foot where it is. We're going to come up, and you can either support your lower back or bring the right hand down and take your left hand up, bringing it over into that kind of a crescent shape. So again, this is much more challenging on this side, and you should feel a really strong stretch here on the left waist. So we'll be whittling our waists away for bikini season. And slowly coming back onto both knees. Other side. So left foot out. Really place that foot flat on your mat. Drop down to your right. Bring the left hand up. And maybe stretch it over your head. If that's too much, just keep it straight up. Left hand to your hip, slowly come up, keep the hand here or slide it down as the right hand curves over your head. And slowly coming back. You can turn back to the front of your mat and you can drop into a child pose and just take a rest for a moment. So nice easy child pose, arms alongside the body or resting under your forehead. Slowly sit back onto your heels roll over and bring yourself into a seated position. So settle yourself into the ground. It's nice and soft. Just settle those sitting bones down. Sit for a moment with the hands supporting you. Roll the shoulders back. Sit tall. Bend your right knee. Take your right foot to somewhere inside your left leg. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale to fold. Just taking the hands either side of the leg and creeping them forward to wherever is good for you. So if you're grabbing the foot and you're that far down, just try to soften the elbows a little bit and relax the shoulders, lovely. And look to your toes. Inhale as you come up, keep the legs as they are. Take your right hand behind you and your left hand across, and we'll come into a gentle twist. Inhale, come back to the front, stretching the right leg out and bend the left. So again, place that foot wherever is okay for you. It might be down near the knee. You don't have to worry in this pose about pushing your knee out because there's no weight on it. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale to fold forward. So once again, try to keep the upper body soft. I know if you're grabbing the foot, sometimes you're kind of tensing the shoulders. So consciously bend the elbows and just drop those shoulders as you look to the toes. Inhale to come back up. So moving into our twist, left hand behind, right hand across, and twist. Inhale to come back to the front. Stretch the legs out, give them a little shake. So we're going to tuck the right foot in and see if you can bring the left leg across. So see if you can, if this isn't suitable for you, just sit in a cross-legged position. So tucking the right foot in and just bringing the other one across. It's called half shoelace. Or you can even just straighten the right out and just bring the left across if that's easier for you. Maybe that one might be easier for some people. Okay. We're going to come into eagle arms. So right arm on top, left underneath. A little bit easier than balancing eagle when you're standing up. But it just gets into the shoulders. Can you feel how that stretches across the back of your shoulders? If you're okay with it, draw the arms a little bit away and draw the elbows up until you feel a stretch but no pain. Look towards your thumbs. And slowly release the arms. Stretch out your left leg. And we're going to do the other side. So we're going to maybe bend the left in and bring the right over, or you might be having the left leg just straight out. So again, this is quite strong in the hips. So if you're finding that you can't come into it this way, it's just maybe your hips are a little bit tight this morning, so that's okay. So we'll bring the arms up again, and this time it's the left on top and the right underneath. And again, feel that stretch. It might feel very different on this side too. So this is half shoelace with eagle arms. And very slowly release the arms, stretch the legs out, take your legs nice and wide and draw the buttock flesh back behind you so that you're nice and forward, you're kind of tilted on the sitting bones. Just bring your hands in front, creep them forward. You can keep the knees soft if you like, keep this very soft. Walk the hands over to the right and let your body move. So you'll find that your left hip will lift a little bit, that's okay. Walk back into the center. Try to keep low as you go over to the left. Back into the center again. Walk the hands back. Bring the legs together. So bend your knees, hug them in, and roll yourself back down onto your back. Hugging both knees in and making little circles. So it should feel nice and soft on your back in the grass. So now place your feet back on the mat with the knees bent, and we're going to do that eagle pose again, only this time we're going to cross the right leg over the left. We're going to lift the left foot and maybe hook the right foot around your calf, or just take it to the outside of the calf. Now keep your head on the ground, bring the arms up, bend the elbows, left on top, right underneath. And then if you can, maybe draw the elbows and the knees closer to each other. They don't have to touch. Slowly unwind. Bring your feet back onto the mat, knees bent. Hands down by your side. Now cross the left leg over the right. Lift the right foot. Maybe hook the foot around. Arms up. So this time the right comes on top and the left underneath. And again, maybe draw the knees and the elbows a little closer to each other, but keep your head relaxed on the ground, because once you start to lift the neck, it puts quite a strain on the neck. Placing both feet back on the mat, release your arms, give them a little shake out, give the arms a little shake. So from here, hug your right knee into you, hug it right into the chest and stretch it up towards the sky, pointing and flexing your foot, or maybe making circles with your right foot. Support the back of the leg wherever is appropriate for you, but try and get a little bit of a stretch into the hamstrings. So draw the foot a little closer to you. And then bend your knee and place your right foot on your left thigh, letting that right knee just drift out to the right. We keep the left foot on the ground. So just let that hip nicely open. You can gently rock on your lower back if you like. Now bring the right leg across, so wrap it over the left. Bring your arms out wide, drop your hips to the left, and slowly roll your head back to the right. Roll back onto your back, uncross the legs. Hug the left knee in. Stretch it up. And again, support the back of the leg, but begin to draw the foot closer to you as you point and flex or make circles with the ankle. Now bend your left knee, left foot on top of the right thigh. Let the knee drift out to the left. Relax the arms. Now wrap the left leg over the right, bring your arms out at shoulder level, and we'll drop to the right. So knees dropping towards the right, head rolling towards the left. Roll back onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees just roll out to either side. Arms away from you. Relax into Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to stay here on our backs. You're welcome to stay in this pose, or you can stretch the legs out, or just bend your knees with your feet flat on the floor. So get yourself into a comfortable position for Shavasana. So just begin to settle your body down into the ground, feeling the support of the ground beneath you, and almost letting your body mold into the mat. Eyes closed. And you can be aware there's a lot going on around you. There are sounds, smells, sensations. You can be aware of them, but they're floating above you. You are on your mat, ready for your Shavasana. So come to your breath. And again, breathe out through your nose and begin to breathe deeply into the belly. And then fully exhale again. And inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and pause. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4 and hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3 and pause. Exhale for 3, 2, 1 and pause. Inhale slowly for a count of 1 and 2. Exhaling 2 and 1. And then one deep breath in and fully exhale. And again, deep breath in and fully exhale. So let the breath awareness just go now. As you settle your body a little deeper, relax the top of your head, the back of your head, the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders, all of your spine down to your tailbone. Relax both arms all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your chest, your rib cage, your abdomen, and your pelvis. Let the relaxation flow down through your thighs, your knees, your shins and calves, ankles, heels, soles of your feet, tops of your feet, and into each of your toes. Your whole body now is completely at rest. now beginning to let your awareness come back to your body, starting to make small movements with your fingers and toes. Maybe you'd like to turn your head gently from side to side. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch your legs out, have a nice big stretch. And then bring your arms back down, bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. And get ready to roll over onto your right side. Taking 3 nice full breaths here. And then whenever you feel ready, slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Right hand on the heart, left hand on top. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Opening your eyes. Namaste. Thank you all for coming. It was a lovely morning, wasn't it? Really, not too hot. We had a little bit of shade as well. So just to remind you, this morning was for the charity is the Helpful Steps GoFundMe page. Some of you have given me some money, which I will donate tonight, and it's going to be Saturday is going to be for the same charity. If anybody has any difficulty, I can send you a link to it if you have any difficulty finding it. If you have any friends that work during the week and might like to come on Saturday, please put the word out. We'll be back down here, hopefully. Up here, there should be plenty of space anyway, and hopefully the weather will be good. But it's looking good, isn't it, for the next few days? So thank you all again for coming. Thank you for supporting the charity. And from now on, the classes will be Wednesday and Saturday. And if it's raining, we'll just do one, whichever one. Because I think it's a bit confusing for people changing it. So we'll go with Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I'll check in with you if it's questionable, you know, about the weather. If it's a nice day, you'll know it's on 10:30. So we try and have a regular kind of a thing that it's easier for people to remember. So next week it'll be, so there's a class on Saturday here, and then next week it'll be Wednesday and Saturday. And I'm going to try and keep it going probably through July anyway, and we might take August off, but by September we should be back. Fingers crossed. Who knows, but hopefully we'll be back indoors. So have a lovely weekend, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.